Okay, well, it's me again. A lot of people didn't like what I had to say the other day about the coronavirus. A lot of people did, but still a lot of people didn't, and that's okay too. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. And I guess what everybody's upset with me about is me saying this is being used as a political ploy to get to the president. But if you don't think for 1 minute that the liberals are out to use anything they can to try to get control and push their narrative, you have lost your mind. I just seen where President Trump, I guess it is, he's secured $50 billion to help the United States out. It's supposed to be sending checks out to people that, will help them out because of lack of work. I've seen where in the state of Tennessee, Governor Bill Lee there is, I think it's his first name Bill, but anyway, Governor Lee has passed a bill, or trying to pass a bill, that utilities, water and electric, and also mortgage payments and everything will be withheld until this is over. And those are good things. It's going to help, help the people of the United States. But putting back $50 billion to send everybody a check won't last long, because of the simple fact it will break the United States. And the left, the liberals, they don't care if President Trump sends out $1,000 to everybody or $10,000 to everybody, because what they're shooting for is recession. They're shooting for the economy to go to the bottom. I have seen too many posts, too many news stories, too many doctors, too many legit websites that are claiming that this coronavirus is being hyped up by the media, and I believe that with everything that's in me. I just kind of wonder, if no one had ever mentioned it on TV, would we even know the difference? Probably not. It's just another strand of the flu, and I've heard people say, no, it's not the flu. It is the flu. It is a strand of the flu, just like N1H1, the swine flu, a bird flu, whatever you want to call all of them. It's just the same old devil with a new name is all it is. But anyways, the narrative that's being pushed by the left. I also saw where in Arkansas, the governor of Arkansas, because of corona, because of a virus, she has banned all sales, all transporting, and all use of firearms in the state of Arkansas. Now, would someone please explain to me what that has to do with the coronavirus? Absolutely nothing. It's got to do with the narrative they are trying to push. Also, Nancy Pelosi, when it went before the House about trying to secure the money to help these people that are sick with this coronavirus, or be able to use the money to get testing kits to test and see how many people have the coronavirus. In the middle of talking about a virus, Nancy Pelosi brings up the fact that they will absolutely help fight the coronavirus if the United States will also secure so many millions or billions of dollars to fund Planned Parenthood. What does Planned Parenthood have to do with the coronavirus? Nothing. It has to do with the narrative that the left is pushing. This is absolutely nuts, people. I'm telling you. Yes, I understand it's real. Yes, I understand people are getting sick from it. My point is, it is not as bad as what it is being made out to be. As I said the other day, more people die from Lyme disease every year than what has died from the coronavirus. And it's probably going to get worse before it gets better, because now that there's more testing kits out there, more people are going to test positive for it, and the whole world is going to go into another breakdown because corona, and it's going to look bad. It's going to look really bad. But the fact of the matter is, if you get it, you have a 97.9% chance of surviving it. It has a huge survival rate. Okay? Out of all the people that's got it, 89,000 or something like that that's got it, or 100,000, whatever, 79,000 people have recovered with no problems. The media does not report that because it's not scary. It doesn't make you panic. It doesn't make you run out and buy 20 rolls of toilet paper at a time. It doesn't make you buy out all the ramen noodles. So I'm telling you folks, watch it. Watch what you hear. Watch what you believe, because just because it's said doesn't mean it's true. Okay? And just because they say you should do it don't mean you should run out and do it. We have become a bunch of sheep. We follow people. My God, if somebody right now decided that there was a shortage on trees, there would be a bunch of crazy people running out trying to buy seeds to plant trees. It's monkey see, monkey do is all it is. And we need to be very careful of what we pay attention to, because not everything you say, you hear said on the internet or on TV is the truth. A lot of it is scare tactics. Yes, corona is real. Yes, it is a virus. Yes, like it or not, it is just another strand of the flu. And people that are susceptible to problems already, good friend of mine told me the other day he's got a grandbaby that has a very low immune deficiency. Yes, that child is subject to catch this virus quicker than anybody else, just like any other virus, just like the flu or pneumonia or anything else. You've got to guard yourself. You've got to safeguard yourself. People that are, as I said, diabetics, people that have heart disease, people that are, that are already susceptible to things that will attack their immune system, they need to be careful. I see a lot of people running around with masks on. That's fine if you want to wear a mask, but the CDC says there's no point in wearing a mask unless you have contracted the coronavirus or any other flu for that matter, so that you do not spread it to other people. Wearing a mask is not going to stop you from catching a virus. If a virus is airborne, it can get into your clothes. It can get, anything you touch, get on your hands, and you can wear a mask all day. But when you go home and take your shirt off and it pulls over your face, if that virus is already on your clothing, guess what? Your mask is not going to help you. The mask is for people who have already contracted corona or any other flu, to keep from spreading it to anybody else. It's just like when someone gets tuberculosis, okay? They make them wear a mask so they do not spread it to other people. But things are just getting out of hand. You want to wear a mask? Bravo, I'm behind you 100%. You want to wear gloves? Great, wear gloves. But as I said, common sense, wash your hands in running water, wash your face, take a bath, for God's sake. Some of us need to listen to that anyways. Use deodorant, please. Throw in a little cologne, whatever it might take. But don't flip out just because you're told to flip out. This is a political ploy. I don't know how many times I have to say it. They've got everything, every sporting event, every concert, everything's shut down for the next 2 months. Okay? That's precaution. I get it. I understand. More crowds of people gives you more chances to catch a virus. But isn't that the same with any other virus that goes around? Absolutely. But because we're told this is a global killer, all of a sudden we're acting like it's a global killer. Saw on the news that in Memphis, Tennessee, and some parts of Nashville, Tennessee, people's houses are being broken into so that these lazy people that don't want to get a job and don't want to work can break in and steal the supplies that you have hoarded up. Well, if you want to hoard up anything, you might want to hoard up on some ammo. My house is not the house to break into. I ain't got no ramen noodles and no 500 packs of toilet paper, but I got plenty of ammo. Anyway, it's getting out of hand. It's getting crazy. And the Democrats and the leftists, I won't just say Democrats, because there's some good Democrats out there that see what's going on. I'll say the loony left, the liberals that have went completely off of the chart, being crazy. They're just waiting for the economy to tank and go under so that they can say, see, we knew President Trump wasn't able to handle this. No matter what the man does, they have ran him down. He spent his check that we give him for president every year, I think it's $400,000. He has given it to fight Corona. Has anybody given him any credit? Absolutely not. The $50 billion he's secured to help pay for people's electricity and water and mortgages and send out checks to people. Any praise about that? Absolutely not. All we see is idiotic reporters on TV, like we saw the other day from, I think it was Yahoo News. I never knew there was such thing, but Yahoo News reporter asked President Trump in a conference about the coronavirus, on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate your performance in fighting this virus? Really? What a stupid question. The man has done everything that he can do, and the United States, the people that vote for Trump, the people that want to see this country do good, you need to stand behind him, Corona or not. Come November, when it's election time, you better hit them election polls and you better vote, because just because we think we got it in the bag don't mean we do. There are some crazy people out there that are dying to get socialism. They're dying to see what's going on right now in the supermarkets, go on all the time in the supermarkets. For some reason, they think that just because it happened in Russia or China or whatever, and socialism didn't work, that all of a sudden democratic socialism will work. It doesn't work. What happens is there's a 3-step process. First is called liberalism, the second is called socialism, and the third and final is called communism. If you don't believe me, look it up. Check out your history. Not the history that they've taught in schools nowadays. They've wiped away most of our real history, but check it out. We need to stand up for America. We need to stand up even in the face of a coronavirus, even in the face of a crisis. We need to remember what is important, okay? If you get your check from President Trump, then bravo to you. Go spend that on some more toilet paper. Whatever it takes. Your utilities get paid for you, count that as a blessing. But that cannot continue because it will bankrupt America. And I'm sure as soon as that stops, it will be Trump's fault, because everything he does, according to the left, is wrong. We cannot allow this to happen. We have got to wake up and realize that we are panicking for nothing. Absolutely nothing. I've seen people here in Dickson County going absolutely crazy because there's no testing center. Because they've not set up a place for people to run to make sure they ain't got corona. But yet in Dickson County, there has not been one case in Dickson or Hickman County, or any counties really close, maybe Nashville, but no counties really close that I know of that's had not one case of coronavirus, confirmed case. But yet we still continue to pillage and ravage the stores and plunder it like we're pirates on the sea, and taking what we can take for our own, and to heck with everybody else. Folks, you got neighbors that need some of that stuff you got put up. You got homeless people that need some of that food you got put up. Just do the right thing. But you mark my word, and you watch and see, as soon as the coronavirus passes, and it will pass, when it's gone and done away with, it will be told on TV by the left that Trump could have done more, should have done more, and for somehow, some reason, he could have prevented the coronavirus altogether. They've done said it was his fault because the coronavirus is even a thing. But you watch, as soon as this passes, there will be something else to grab your attention. whether it be a school shooting, whether it be a shooting in a church, whether it be another Russian collusion or Ukrainian collusion. There will always be something, as long as President Trump is in office, that they're going to blame him for and try to get him out of office over. And the people of America that don't want to eat their dogs, they would rather walk them. They don't want to give up their guns. They don't want to give up their liberties, their freedoms. As an American, you better pay attention and you better watch what you're being told and quit following along with the masses like sheep. Let me tell you something funny about sheep. If you've never had to deal with sheep before, one thing that sheep will do, they will not go anywhere without a leader, okay? They have to be told what to do. If the shepherd does not lead them, they won't move. You can put them in a pasture and they will eat the grass all the way down to the dirt. You can open a gate to a brand new green pasture and they will stand right there in that dirt and starve to death unless the shepherd leads them in through the gate to the next green pasture. We need to stop being like that. We need to start thinking for ourselves. We need to start questioning what we're told, whether it comes from CNN or Fox, whether it comes from the right or from the left. You have a brain. Use it. If you're afraid of corona, I do not fault you. I'm not talking bad about you. I'm just telling you, look at the facts. Don't just look at one side of it. Look at what the CDC is saying, the Center for Disease and Control. They are trying to tell us that yes, it is a virus. Yes, it can be bad, but it only hits certain people. It's only fatal to certain people. It tells you the precautions that you need to take. And on the very top of the list is wash your hands in running water. Stay clean. But anyway, I just wanted to put this on here for everybody that got mad at me the other day for what I put on. I just wanted to reaffirm my deepest unconcern that you're mad. If I made you mad, you will get over it. I promise you. I know we live in an age today to where everybody's offended. When I was growing up, if you got offended, guess what? You were just offended. So, call me old school, because if I offended you, then baby doll, you just offended is all I can tell you. Truth is truth. It's my opinion. You don't like it, you don't have to take it. But this is a political ploy. You just watch and see when corona is gone, what pops up next. That's going to be our president, our commander-in-chief. It's going to be his fault, according to the left. He's doing so good that even a CNN reporter, who probably today does not have a job, got on national television and commended President Trump and told how great of a job he was doing trying to fight and combat the coronavirus. I'm sure she's out of a job this morning, but people realize he's doing the best that he can. So pray for the president. The Bible says to pray for them that have rule over you. And God knows when Obama was in office, I did not agree with him, but I prayed for him because he was the commander-in-chief. So pray for the nation, pray for your neighbors, but use your brain. Do what you can. Help some people out with that food. Help them out, with that toilet paper. And just keep your eye open for what is about to happen next. When corona is gone, I guarantee you it will be followed up with the next problem that will be blamed on our president, and the people of the United States needs to stand up and stand against it. Edmund Burke has said my favorite quote: "The only thing necessary for evil to triumph is for good men to do nothing." It's time for us to stand up, call right, right, wrong, wrong, truth, truth, and false, false. And no sense in following along with the masses. This will pass. But until it does, stop blaming our president, okay? And I hope and pray to God that if you say he's not your president, I hope you don't receive your check that's supposed to come out. But anyways, y'all have a good day. Like I said, if y'all are mad, then guess what? You're just mad. If you ain't, I love you. And if you do get mad, I love you anyways. All right? Have a good day.